And if you're new here, like I always say, welcome to the channel. Today is already Thursday, September 1st, 2022, which is absolutely crazy. Hope that you're all doing well, that you had a great August, and that you're having a great week. And in today's video, I'm going to give the recap of my August as well as talk about my intentions for September, like I have done every month so far this calendar year. So, August was a very interesting month. It was a very interesting month. I mentioned it in my last video that I posted earlier this week about a promotion that I received at work. So I got promoted at Ignite. I was promoted from recruitment consultant to associate vice president and account executive, and I could not be more excited about the opportunity. I am now a more closely integrated part of Ignite's business, the core business, and I'm really happy about what the opportunity is bringing. The potential was much higher to make a lot of money, and it's an opportunity to build my own business and my own brand within the umbrella of Ignite and in the staffing industry in general. I'm basically building my own staffing agency, my own practice within Ignite, which is really cool. It's different than the recruitment role because the recruitment role I was just responsible for delivery. So I would work with an account executive to deliver candidates to them for them to submit to their clients and then help manage that process. But now, as an account executive, I will be responsible for finding new clients, managing the accounts of existing clients once I find clients, and delivering candidates to companies that are hiring through my own efforts, as well as working with a recruitment network to have recruiters submit candidates to me as well. So it's really great. I have a lot of leverage over the process now. I have control over it, and I'm really excited about that opportunity. And I'm very grateful for it as well, of course. And that's really the biggest thing. I also want to talk about the speaker series that I announced last month that was going to take place on August 22nd. I think it took place for the Foundation Fighting Blindness Pittsburgh chapter. That event went very well. There were a couple issues with the venue and stuff and a couple hiccups, but it was the first speaker series for the Pittsburgh chapter. So, of course, anytime that it's the first, it's a learning experience for all people involved, and we definitely learned a lot from it. The speaker was great, Dr. Sahel from the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. He's at the forefront of retinal research, retinal disease research, and finding treatments and cures. And he talked about his technology that he is developing called optogenetics, which is, and I don't want to do it an injustice by butchering the explanation, but it's a very promising treatment for late stage inherited retinal diseases that he spoke about at the speaker series in Pittsburgh, and we were all very happy and honored to have him as our first speaker. So that went very well. And I also want to say something while we're talking about the Foundation Fighting Blindness. I had a couple meetings with a couple of my contacts, a couple of my support staff at the foundation, and our vision walk is going to be on October 29th in Pittsburgh on the Great Lawn at Heinz Field. Acrisure Stadium is now what it's called. And that's going to be on October 29th, Saturday. And before that, we have in September, I kind of was jumping the gun there, but in September, we're having actually, I'll get to that here in a minute. I'll talk more about August first. Sorry about that. In August, I said that I was going to try to start an online support group for retinitis pigmentosa people, and it hasn't happened, and I don't see it happening in the near future. Because of my new job, because of my promotion, I'm a lot busier than I was, and I like to spend the time that I'm not working doing things that I enjoy doing that aren't work related, hobbies, making YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos, planning, and watching shows, spending time with people, doing whatever. I like to do all that stuff. So it's when I'm not working, I like to do things that don't feel like work, and learning more about what it takes to start an RP support group virtually would be a lot of work, and I don't want it to feel like work. I want it to be a passion project like this, like my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel does not feel like work. It is completely a passion project. This is not a business venture. This is not a cash grab. It's nothing like that. Thank goodness, because I would be horrible at it if if that was my goal, because it's just not progressing that way, and it's not intended to progress that way. Same thing with the support group. I do not want to start something from a place of passion and it feel like a job. I just don't want to do that. I already have a job. It feels enough like a job. I don't need another one. And yeah, so that's on hold right now indefinitely, and I feel bad about it because I think a lot of people were excited about it, but it'll get here in the future at some point. Obviously, continuing to exercise, eat healthy most days of the week, running 4 days a week, 3 or 4 miles a day, lifting 2-3 days a week, just maintaining my health and fitness, and trying to keep myself as healthy as possible for as long as possible. What else happened in August? Not a whole lot. Those were really the big things that happened. As for September, there's a lot of cool things happening in September. It's Labor Day weekend coming up. Might be doing a couple fun things with family on the weekend, so that's great. Next weekend, on September 10th, is my class reunion. So my class reunion is it's my 11th year since I graduated from high school, and we missed the 10-year reunion last year. Some things fell through, plans and stuff. But this year is the 11th year, so we're doing a cute little theme. It's like the 11th year for the class of 11, because I graduated in 2011. So I'm really, really happy about that. And there's going to be a few of us there. There were only 50 of us in the class, and so I don't imagine there being more than like 10 or 20 people there, not including spouses and fiancés and stuff. But really looking forward to it. I haven't seen anybody that I graduated with in quite a while, and really excited for that. Cobra Kai is coming back next weekend as well. I'm really happy about that. I'll binge watch that next weekend too. Penn State football starts tonight, and is going on until November, December. So I'll be, of course, enjoying me some Penn State football every weekend. And the Steelers start playing on September 11th, regular season. So I'll be enjoying Steeler football this month as well. I love football season. It is by far my favorite sport. And I'm looking forward to, like I said, enjoying that not only this month, but for the next few months. And it's a really, really fun time of the year for me. And I'm grateful that I have another year of sight to enjoy that visually on TV. So that's what's going on there. We have our virtual, or not our virtual, it's not virtual this year. We have our in-person Vision Walk, Pittsburgh Vision Walk kickoff on September 17th at the Rock Bottom Brewery in Homestead. And we already have some people RSVP'd for that, and we're trying to get a few more people to come. So that's like our kickoff for the Vision Walk that is, like I said, taking place in late October. And what else is happening in September? Work related, just trying to build my book of business, continue to build out my practice, find some clients. This month was a great learning experience on the new job. I learned a lot about what the expectations are from my boss and from the company, and what it's going to take to help grow the company and grow my own business and get myself where I want to be. And it is absolutely an opportunity that will get me where I want to go. So financially, and it'll make me more successful with other things that I want to do in the future. So just doubling down on things, taking all the lessons from this month from a work and job standpoint, and using those lessons to grow everything moving forward in September and past that. I covered a lot in this video, and it feels like it was a little jumbled, but that's okay, because my videos aren't scripted, and I think that you guys know that without me actually saying that my videos aren't scripted. I kind of just turn on the camera and talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. There's like an overall theme usually, of course, but I don't script my videos, and Maybe that's a bad thing, but it makes me feel good because I can be as genuine as I can on camera instead of trying to think about, oh, I didn't say this, I didn't say that, I got to make sure I say this or that. I can just be totally genuine and transparent and raw and real, and it's working for me, and I'm proud of the content that comes out of that. So I guess it's worth mentioning. I posted on Facebook and Instagram earlier, and I'm wearing my Harrah's Las Vegas t-shirt right now. It has been 7 years this week since I went to Las Vegas. I went to Las Vegas the last week. It was like the week before Labor Day on in August of 2020 or 2015. So it's been 7 years, like I said. And that trip was, and I might talk about this in a future video, but that trip was the catalyst for a lot of really, really powerful and beautiful changes in my life that have led to me being not only where I am today, but have continued to inspire me through the lessons that I have learned and the experiences that I've had in the last 7 years to move forward in what I'm doing. And not only, like I said, has gotten me to where I am now, but will continue to get me where I'm going in the future. It's all sort of been the motivation, the inspiration, the catalyst to allow certain changes and shifts to happen in my life that have created what is now my life, both externally and internally. So it's very, very, it's been nice to reflect on the Las Vegas trip and the events that unfolded after that and the things that have come into my life because of that trip. Again, don't want to talk about it too much now. I might talk about it in a future video. We will have to see. That'll be a very vulnerable video, a very vulnerable experience, possibly the most vulnerable video I ever post. So still debating whether or not I want to do that, teasing it a little bit for you guys, but I truly have not decided whether or not I'm going to go there yet. But really, that's it. Again, I know it was all jumbled. I know it was all over the place, but it is what it is. That's what's going on with me. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. Hope you all have a great Labor Day weekend, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much.